so I encourage you to find the tools, invest the time to take in the information, to invest the time to create specific outlets for the trauma to leave your life. Trauma should not be allowed to take up space in your mind, your heart, your life, or your body rent free. I'm going to repeat that. Trauma should not be allowed to take up space in your mind, your heart, your body, or your life rent free. Okay? Another tool, say no over and over again to people, places, and things that are toxic. Another tool, become non-negotiable about living in your purpose. And for me, writing became my saving grace from the time I was 8 years old up until present day. I write to process the pain affiliated with the trauma that I experienced in my life. I've written a total of 18 books thus far, and I am I'm thankful that I have that outlets. And so one of my books where I address the trauma related to grief has been used as a grief recovery course for children, families, college groups, and corporate groups since 2018. So to go from healing, which is a consistent process, to healing then helping, that allows you to live your purpose and build your resilience, because now the focus has gone from just me and my healing process to my life being a platform that helps other people heal. And so I encourage you to consider, what will you see as your saving grace? Is it art? Is it music? Is it travel? What is it that will help you heal and then allow you to help other people heal? Another perspective I encourage you to consider is appreciating the scars as reminders that God has carried you through 100% of the traumatic days that you experienced. I remind myself of that often. Literally, God, I thank you. I appreciate every scar because it serves as a reminder that God has carried me through 100% of the traumatic days that I experienced from the time I was a child. I remind myself often, not everyone or everything deserves my response. And perhaps that's what Chris Rock had in his mind. That's how one human could be slapped by another human and not slap them back. Everything and everyone does not deserve your response. Remind yourself, not every action deserves your reaction. In other words, I personally do not choose to match stupid or crazy with stupid or crazy through my actions. My response is usually a really, really firm no when chaos shows up, when mean shows up, when what's considered a crazy action or a stupid action or a nonsensible action shows up. I just say a firm no, and I continue to ensure that I remove myself from those places and those environments. 5 ways to break the cycle of ancestral trauma and to heal if you have experienced any type of ancestral trauma. Acceptance of your parents as they are or who they were, because what we reject often becomes what we repeat. Acknowledge unconscious loyalties to pain or addiction that you may be carrying from your lineage, like the things that you default to. Be aware of that. And that may be some of the work that can be done in therapy. Remember that Each person in your life can teach you either what to do or what not to do. So consider looking for the lesson. Release what does not belong to you and own what does belong to you, and helps you fulfill your purpose. And consider if there's someone in your family who has also experienced some of the similar adverse childhood experiences. So maybe having a conversation with family members, because if they have healed and they're in a place of peace and life, chances are you can exchange some lessons and help each other heal and soar in life. And so that's mainly everything that I wanted to share. I encourage you to take a look, as a reminder, at the Adverse Childhood Experiences Assessment. It's a 10-question assessment, and it really provides a lot of perspective about childhood experiences. I encourage you to pray for people who are often in the spotlight, because here's what I know: even heroes and the people that some people call celebrities, they are still human. Their hearts can still hurt, as every human's heart can. Their hearts can still heal, as human hearts can, when the inside work is done and it's not delegated to someone else. When below the surface therapy takes place, healing can take place. When compassion and love is shared, healing can take place. And I believe I answered every question that has been asked of me